Hello and welcome to the Ilene Silverman Show. I'm your host Ilene, and on this week's program, our guest discusses the Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida and how they provide a home away from home for families with a child receiving treatment in area medical facilities. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. Families who have received housing and support from Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida describe the house as one of warmth and love, and so much more. To tell us more, I'm pleased to introduce my guest, Sherry Houston, Executive Director, Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida. And it's wonderful to have you join us, Sherry.
Ilene, thank you. On behalf of all of our families that we serve and our team, I'm so honored to be with you today.
Well, it means a great deal to me also, and you are a leader in our community. You've done so much, and now taking on leading the Ronald McDonald House Charities here in North Central Florida, Executive Director. It's a perfect fit. You are just, I can see, it is meaningful to you.
It is, and I'm thrilled.
I think it is an opportunity that demands much of everyone involved, and you've got to have your heart in it. Home is where the heart is, as they say, and that heart, for many people, is right there at the Ronald McDonald House. And so kind of explain a little more about what we mean, Ronald McDonald House Charities.
We are licensed to provide two programs. The first program is at the Family Room at UF Health Shands Children's Hospital. And the second program is the actual house. So may we start with the Family Room?
Yes, please.
So the Family Room is located on the 10th floor of UF Health Shands Children's Hospital.
Okay.
It's open to any person who has a child at the hospital. And I really consider that an oasis for a family to leave the bedside of their child, to come into that family room and receive a cup of coffee, a bottle of water. Siblings can come in and receive a juice box. There's some snacks, a TV. Just really an oasis.
Refuge, yes, an oasis. And when did it start? When was it operational?
About 13 years ago, we had that partnership with UF Health.
Okay. So it is very meaningful, and if you are in Gainesville and then your child is at the hospital, it's very helpful because you would not need to stay at the house, you'd be in your own home, but it's another place too I could see that families can come together, receive emotional support, talk, you know, share notes, discuss what's happening, have somebody there who understands.
Absolutely.
And like so much, like everything, staffed by volunteers.
Yes, absolutely staffed by volunteers. And then the house
itself, right? That's what we all know, we think of.
That's what everyone thinks of is the house. So our house is 31 rooms. And our house operates a little bit differently than most houses. Okay. The first thing is that how we define a child. A child is from the age of birth all the way up to the age of 21. If a child is still in the care at UF Health Shands Children's Hospital, that family can still stay with us. The
good.
second thing that differentiates us from other houses is the length of stay. So once you have a room at our house, you stay in that room until your child is discharged.
Okay.
And some houses operate that after 3 or 4 weeks, because there's a wait list at our hospital, at our family,
at the house.
At our house.
Not enough rooms for everyone.
Absolutely, but we don't ask families to leave. I mean, I think it really is inhumane in the middle of everything that a family is going through to ask a family to leave and then to be put back on the wait list. So our families have that room until their child is discharged.
And is in the 31 rooms, are some sort of held aside for an emergency, some, you know, just in case, because that's what it's like with this type of you know, illness?
Absolutely. 3 of our rooms are called short-term rooms, and those short-term rooms never become a long-term room. They're smaller, and we really do hold them for families that are coming in for those tests or those certain emergencies that require a length of stay about a week or less.
All right. Now, just to put it in perspective, how many people on staff, say, at the Ronald McDonald House that takes care of all of these 2 opportunities?
We have a dazzling team of 7 people.
Okay, 7 people doing all of this.
All of this. However, what makes us successful, this amazing team, we require the help from the community. So it takes 3,000 volunteers.
This just astounds me. 3,000 volunteers for 365 days to keep all of this running. Okay?
Absolutely.
We're going to take a short break, but there's much more to talk about. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about the Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida. And Sherry, I'm still thinking about 3,000 volunteers. Okay, that is a lot of people. And yet, you do it day by day. So what are some of the opportunities? How can our community be of help?
We provide a meal, or we try to provide a meal to our families every single night. Okay. So we have a program called the Visiting Chef Program. And to tell you the truth, that's manned by a volunteer, which is just incredible. So Judy Bates is a woman who takes on this awesome opportunity. And it is a great opportunity for a professional organization, for a team of girlfriends, for a business, for just a group of individuals, brownie troops, anyone to come together, groups from 1 up to 10 people, to cook a meal in our house. Now we have 2 full kitchens, and we have all the mixers, and we have blenders, and we have spatulas. So really what you need to do is just bring all of your goodies to cook at the house. Now it's really important to cook at the house. Not only is it required,
right,
however,
but it has another value.
It does.
Yeah.
So when you are frying up onions and peppers and garlic and things are grilling in the house truly smells like a home. I'm sure Harvey makes food for you all the time, Eileen.
He's pretty good.
And when you walk in the door, you know someone loves you.
And that's what's behind part of this is, as we said, it's a home away from home.
That's right.
And when is it then that you talk in your home, you relax, communicate? Dinner time.
Absolutely.
And that's what you need.
So when our families come in, they smell the food being cooked. Dinner's usually served around 6 o'clock in the evening, and our visiting chefs make things buffet style, and they have the opportunity to interact with our families.
Very nice.
So building that teamwork of cooking together as a team, and then being able to serve our families and see how important it is that having sat at a child's bedside all day long, maybe having eaten breakfast on your own, maybe eating from a vending machine, but not eating anything healthy, and to come home to the Ronald McDonald house and eat some protein and have the camaraderie of other people who are going through exactly what you are going through is incredibly priceless. So it's not only the home-cooked meal, it's being able to talk to other families who are going through something similar to what you're going through. Basically, their child is fighting for their life.
Right. And this is their time to come together and get that support.
It is.
It is. So, but that's a lot of meals, so we need a lot of people out there to come forward. And there are other opportunities to make a difference at the house, too. What about sweets and treats?
That's a program that we do during the day, and we try to have groups come in to make something that's going to make our house smell like a home. Brownies, cookies, those incredible bars that just really makes your mind think about someone cares and loves you. And I'll be honest with you, my office is located at the Ronald McDonald house.
Oh, that's right. You're there day by day.
I am. So I know when there is a dazzling visiting chef. I know when there is someone who is truly cooking with love and all of those incredible ingredients that really help our families understand that there are people who they may never have met who care about them.
Your relationship you mentioned with the Arc of Gainesville coming in every week, bringing sweets and treats. I mean, so many good opportunities here to overlap, and there are more. Tell me more, because there are more opportunities. There's the meals. There's volunteer positions to be a hostess, a greeter at the reception table. There's lots of other opportunities for people.
And what really surprised me when I became the executive director, one is how many volunteers it takes.
Right.
The passion and commitment of every one of our volunteers. And as you mentioned, our front desk, the first point of entry at the house. And for us to have a volunteer who is that devoted, who welcomes a family, who helps to check them in, to make sure their accommodations are well cared for and well planned while they're with us, while they are taking care of that child who is ill, is just, for me, it is so humbling to work in an environment of such gratitude. Yeah, absolutely, yes.
Yes, you're in a good place. We're going to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. we're back talking about the Ronald McDonald House Charities, North Central Florida. And Sherry, so many good opportunities at the house, but the families, first and foremost. Tell me about the families that you serve.
At the house, we serve families from all over the world. And for me, that was a real surprise when I came in as the executive director. UF Health Shands Children's Hospital has doctors that are world-renowned for the services they provide in pediatrics. So a family will come from Jacksonville, they come from Philadelphia, they come from Pittsburgh, they come from Australia to come to our house because of those amazing doctors. Right. So we have a wait list of sometimes 2, sometimes 3 pages long, which is that breaks my heart, and it just, but that's the way it is.
I mean, it's a good thing we have wonderful physicians here, but that puts this Ronald McDonald House in kind of a special category.
It does.
It does. It truly does. And given all the many reasons that people come, why the kids could be ill, what do you see? What is the main reason that lends itself?
You might be surprised, but it's in families who have had a premature baby. And quite honestly, about 30% of our families have that child who has been born prematurely. Yeah. And those are the families that stay with us for a longer period of time, because that child stays at UF Health Shands Children's Hospital through gestational period. And that can be a very long time. And the longest family that's ever stayed at our house has been for 18 months. Ilene.
That is quite, I mean,
can you imagine 18 months being away from every one of your family members?
Your support system.
Absolutely.
And then sometimes there's the siblings of the sick child, and they can stay, or they can go and come. And so it is a complex family dynamic going on.
It is.
Each and every one is different.
Yes, it is.
And so how do you keep all the plates spinning financially? How do you keep it going?
We have a wonderful partnership with McDonald's. However, McDonald's does not provide everything that we need.
Okay.
So it really relies, well, I rely on the community support.
You described it as cake versus frosting. So
yes.
The Ronald McDonald House, people, that is a misconception everybody has till they know about it, that it is somehow supported by Ronald McDonald's restaurants and such corporation, really, than it is.
And we are supported by McDonald's.
Mix,
and when you go into McDonald's and you put money in those canisters, you are supporting the house. But that is not...
In the big picture.
In the big picture,
the big pie chart.
That's about 15% of my entire budget.
Okay.
And the rest of that budget, I rely on the community and from every one of the generous donors and sponsors, and even individuals like you who invite me onto your show to get our mission out into the community and let people know how important it is that to come for a tour or to showcase one of our fundraisers or to learn more about how you can become involved. Because when you realize what is done on a very tight budget, to me, it's a miracle.
It is. It is a miracle day by day.
Every single day we are touching a life of a family whose child is undergoing a very serious illness. And to be there for that family, and we never ever turn a family away because they cannot pay.
Right.
So for us to open up a room for a family cost our house $100 a night.
Okay.
We ask for something like, it's called a room donation.
Yes, if they can afford it.
Right, and that's $15.
Right.
Now,
so
Ilene,
how are you making up that difference?
Right, but there are many families, after being with us for 3, 4, 5 months, Ilene,
15 a night is
15 a night, multiply that out by 100, 200 days. I mean,
People
Ilene,
can't afford it.
No.
They're not even working. I mean, the life
Absolutely.
situation is so altered.
Absolutely.
And so for you to not turn people away, you need that community support behind you.
Absolutely. And remember, I'm not turning people away because they cannot pay.
Yes, never.
We have a wait list. So sometimes the misconception, absolutely, so the misconception is someone's been turned away because they can't pay. That's furthest from the truth. So we will find ways to subsidize those families. And right now, about 65% of the families that are staying at our house are not able to pay anything. So that's why the generosity of the community really, really comes into play. So our budget is about $1 million. And so that $1 million pays for everything, just like your home that you have. It pays for the internet, it pays for the hot water, it pays to turn on the electric, it pays for your insurance, it pays for team members to be up all night. It's all those things that really we run a house.
This house.
Exactly, I mean, we have 2 full kitchens. We have washers and dryers, and our families don't have to pay to wash their clothes. You don't charge Harvey to pay to wash his clothes, do you, at home? No, not at all. Nor do you charge him to, for the bleach and for the soap and the dryer sheet.
It's a home like everybody's home. We're going to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're talking about Ronald McDonald House Charities of North Central Florida. And Sherry, coming up soon, one of your premier fundraisers, the Red Shoe. Tell me about it.
Well, women and men actually wear red shoes.
I love
now,
it.
How cool is that? It is a gala, and I know we have lots of galas in town, but this is really special in the sense that a family is at the event and they will share their personal testimonial, how the house has directly affected their life.
Right.
Incredibly powerful. We also have a great meal. It's being held at the Hilton.
All right, and what's the date?
Yes. Saturday, August the 29th.
Okay.
So we'll start with a cocktail hour with some music, and then we'll be going into the hall and be able to have a sit-down meal, your choice of salmon, chicken, or vegetable lasagna.
Oh, great.
And then to hear from a family who's been affected, and then be able to dance, an incredible silent auction,
Yes.
and we will dazzle you with an incredible live auction too, Ilene.
Yes, I know, and that's always fun and a good secret.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yes.
So lots of ways that you can help, that you can contribute through the silent auction,
Yes.
through, of course, the live auction.
And sponsorships.
And yes, and of course I love dancing, so I'm looking forward to that. So then everybody probably comes with very creative red shoes.
Oh, yes, they do.
Not just fun. Any old red shoes.
No, some of them are those sexy stilettos. Some of them are just fun,
boots,
comfortable. Exactly. So it's kind of cool to go and see how creative people are going to be with their shoes.
It is a very good idea. I mean, I like it. It's a lot of fun. Now, tell me again, so that's August 29th, a Saturday night coming up.
Yes.
and there are sponsorship opportunities available.
Absolutely. You can actually just purchase a table for $1,000. Our tickets are $100 a piece. Come with your girlfriends, come with your friends, and really have a fun night out for a great cause, because we are providing that home away from home for families who have a seriously ill child.
Yes, and I think what you said, when you feature the family, that really hits it home.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then, speaking of homes, the Gingerbread House event, that's in December.
It is, and what an amazing opportunity. The date is December the 4th. It's going to be at the Hilton this year, and people come with those creative energies. I am not a crafty woman, and they are making gingerbread villages from this little gingerbread house kit that we provide them. People bring in suitcases with accoutrements and rebarb wire, and I'm amazed by the engineers and architects and just lovers of gingerbread events. And so it's a great afternoon to have fun, have lunch, communicate, have fun with each other, and also win some incredible prizes, and to do it all for our families that we're serving.
Right. That's what's behind it. And keeping it going, we've talked about volunteers. I know you have a great board of directors, and you have community volunteers. You know, many people out there, and you would can encourage others to be involved. And we're almost out of time, but there's still time for you to just talk a little bit more about what this means.
Ilene, I would love to invite you personally and everyone watching the show. Come take a tour with me. Give me 1 hour of your life and I will change it, to see what we do for our families who have that seriously ill child. We truly are that home away from home, that support system when families need it most. Ilene, I am just honored and thrilled to be here. Thank you for letting us share about the Ronald McDonald House Charities, about the family room, and the ways that we touch families' lives so profoundly.
You really do, and you are doing a wonderful job. You and all of those many people and the 3,000 volunteers and many more. Thank you, Sherry, for everything. And I'm so glad that you tuned in, and I hope you'll join us next week. Take care.